Hello, dear Odoers, and welcome to this video on asset models and automation. In a previous video, we explored assets and the depreciation board, so if you're unfamiliar with assets in Odoo, be sure to check out that video first. In this video, we'll explore how to save time using asset models. Asset models are templates that we can use so that we don't have to fill in all the fields every time we get a new asset. We don't have to remember which account it was that we used last time or what the depreciation method is supposed to be. We're able to just select the asset model and Odoo will fill in the rest. For smaller companies who don't need to create assets frequently, manually creating them might be the simplest solution. But here at Bloom, we're growing faster than our plans and we need some help. So let's take a look at how to configure it in our database. First, let's take a look at our asset models. We can do that by going into the accounting application, configuration, and scrolling down to asset models. We have one here for our laptop, so let's open that. And we can see that this looks similar to the asset form view that we're familiar with from the last video, but there's one key difference. We don't have any of the fields regarding value, meaning no acquisition value, no non-depreciable value, and no book value. This is because each individual asset, so each laptop, could have different values for these fields. We do, however, have all the fields related to both the depreciation and the accounts used to record that depreciation. Now, this model works if we want to manually create assets. We can go to Accounting, Assets, and create a new asset. We'll call it Laptop 002. And here in the Asset Model field, we can select our laptop model. We can even go into the Bills tab and select the corresponding vendor bill for this laptop. And note that here you have the option to select only bills that hit current or fixed asset accounts. Back in the Asset tab, we can see that the asset is getting information from two places. The bill provides the information about the asset itself, so the value, the acquisition date, etc. The asset model provides details of the depreciation. And if we need to add any extra information such as a non-depreciable value, we can do that easily.
But Dallas, that's too many clicks. We're drowning in assets here. It's got to be faster.
Don't worry, Anne-Francoise, there's one more configuration we can make that will bring everything together. So if we want to automate that process, we'll need to go to the current or fixed asset account that we want to use, and we'll finish the configuration there. So we'll go to our chart of accounts, and we'll view our 240,000 furniture and vehicles acquisition account. So we'll click on view, and in this account and all accounts that are type fixed asset or non-current assets, we'll have this automation tab. In it, we can choose if we want this account to automatically create assets when it's used, such as when it's used on a vendor bill. We can do so either in draft status or to create and validate them automatically. And note that if we do want to validate them, the asset model field will be mandatory. We also have the option to manage items. So if this box is checked, a vendor bill with a line for 5 laptops would create 5 separate assets, or we can leave it unchecked to group them into a single asset. So now we're ready to create a bill and see how it automatically creates the assets for us. So we'll go back to our dashboard and we will upload a laptop bill here. Because we've uploaded bills from this vendor before and with similar line item labels, Odoo has adapted and learned the proper account to use. In this case, that 240,000 fixed asset account. This is important because without this account, Odoo won't generate the asset automatically. But once we confirm the bill, we can see that Odoo has created an asset for us automatically. We can access it through the Smart button here. On the asset, we can see all the information related to it, so the original value, the acquisition date, the method, the accounts. In the Bills tab, we have our related bill that created this asset, so it's always clear exactly where this asset came from. And then in the Depreciation Board tab, we have all of the entries related to this depreciation. Here, we can clearly see how much the asset depreciates at each step, as well as the remaining depreciable value. So now you know how to automate asset creation through asset models, plus how to speed things up by automatically creating assets from vendor bills. That's all for this video. This has been your pal Dal. I'll see you in the next one.